Wakey, wake! Hi!
Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it, please. They'll think we've rehearsed you. Good evening. From the television theatre Shepherd's Bush, where tonight a little bit of history will be made, because this is the very last show which will be broadcast from this Palace of Varieties. Yes, I know. Built in 1903, the Shepherd's Bush Empire quickly became known as the Colosseum of West London. And there's been a few acts thrown to the lions here, I can tell you. To guarantee yourself an evening's top entertainment, you only had to splash out threepence for a cushioned gallery seat, fourpence for a special velvet seat, or for a seat in the pit, sixpence. Of course, tonight's audience got in for nothing. There's inflation for you. Now, what delights were on offer for that kind of cash? Well, to name but a few, there was Tiny Arnold, the smallest star on the stage, the Carlson Three, vaudeville's most versatile girls, Alf Gibson, the comedian who never moves, and a must for any show bill, Herr Grice and his baboons. Not to mention assorted acrobats, jugglers, Japanese wrestlers. Many other variety stars trod these hallowed boards. Doing this kind of show can age you. I remember most of them. The curtain came down on live variety here on October the 1st, 1953, when 1,700 people packed the place to see a final show which featured Rob Wilton, Hal Monty, Stan Stennett, and Dawn White and her glamazons. After that, the BBC moved in. Lock, stock, and camera crew. They've been here ever since. Taken on a building that was war damaged, less than perfect. There was no running water, hot or cold. The star dressing rooms all had poor quality fittings and cracked basins, and the place was flea infested. A producer penned this internal memo and sent it to the people on the highest ivory towers up in the concrete donut in the television centre. And he said, it would be in the interest and the comfort of the artists, to say nothing of the prestige of the BBC, if the dressing rooms and the theatre at Shepherd's Bush could be fumigated, as many people complain of flea bites. I can personally vouch that those busy little creatures reached even the level of producer and secretary. The BBC broadcast its first programme from here in October 1953. Since then, a torrent of stars have washed across this stage. So before the final curtain falls, let's treat ourselves to a glimpse of some of them. We'll begin with a few of the classic comedies.
Dear sir, we are happy, very happy. Oh. We're happy to inform you that you have won first dividend on our Treble Chance pool. We enclose here with our cheque for £38,000. £38,000! Look at all those lovely noughts. It's incredible. That's just what it is. You read about it happening to other people. When it happens to you, it takes your breath away. Do you know the most incredible part? What? I don't even do the pools.
I'm all fucked around the stuff when I'm walking with Susie. I'm never knowing where I'm here. She needs me, she needs me. Sing my... I'm Susie.
There we are. There it is, love.
Thank you,
That's
love.
it.
This is what they call living, eh?
Ah, well, you need a bit of a rest yourself, you know. I mean, you've had a very hard week.
I'll say I have. Do you know I put 3 new baths and 2 sink units in this week?
Have you?
That's not bad going, is it?
No, of course it isn't, but you know, I wish that you'd take it a bit easier, I'll tell you. I wouldn't mind doing with a bit less money, love, you know, I wouldn't.
No!
Really, what is it? Is it your heart?
No, I've dropped the ruddy toe down my pyjamas.
There's a commercial for a biscuit called Crash the Cookie That Crumbles. Do you know it? Crash the crumbs and taste the sunshine. A little bit far-fetched. Daddy, don't dribble on Mr. Primsole's foot. It's the thought of the crash cookies. Isn't that interesting? But, you know, he can anticipate these ads coming on the little square screen, and he sits in front of it trembling and making little sort of... Yes, you do, don't you? Yes, well, don't do it now. Shut up.
I look down on him because I am upper class. I look up to him because he is upper class. But I look down on him because he is lower class. I am middle class.
I know my place.
Think of the thrill just being alive. To ramble along a leafy country lane with green fields all around you. The hedgerows bursting into bud. Nothing to be heard but the song of thrushes. And you say to yourself, how boring. A good chip shop would go a bomb round here. I mean, to go into the monkey house at London Zoo, poke your fingers into the ribs of a baboon and saying, I was once like you, Jacko.
Our Leslie's 15. Oh, he has shot up this last couple of years, bless him. He leaves school this summer.
Oh?
Yeah.
Oh, he'll soon be matriculating.
I think he's already. Judging by the bags under his eyes, he must be there.
What's he taking, Chuck?
Well, there's some stuff you can put in his tea, but...